Jim Scott. Thank you for your work. It's excellent. Bow down to you guys. My question is, you both can relate to Batman, but is there any other DC character that either of you feel that you personally relate to, personality-wise, or anything like that? Just curious.
Yeah, I mean, I love writing Clark. You know, it's huge fun, and I'd like to write Diana. I mean, there are a lot of characters that I feel have elements that you feel a certain attraction to or magnetism towards. You feel like there are parts of their personality that you relate to or you admire, you have trouble with, and they become really compelling in that regard. So for me, the whole Trinity, those are characters I love writing, and I'd love to write more, you know, Diana.
Matter Eater Lad, Legion of Superheroes, yeah, good shout out. When I was a kid, right, like, so your parents want you to eat awful things, and so Matter Eater Lad, his power is he can eat anything, and so you go like, oh, if he can eat uranium, I can eat this asparagus or whatever, and so I always admired that character, and I just thought he was such a unique, yeah, so I've eaten a lot of weird things since then, like chicken hearts and fried sheep brains, and yeah, so Matter Eater Lad, yeah, uranium is better, by the way, than all those things that I just described.
All right, exactly. Guys, and our last question is going to be in the center in the third row.
Hi, this question's for both of you. Is there a character in the Batverse that you love writing and drawing respectively which is totally out there, out of left field, that most people wouldn't expect?
That's hard, because I really love writing, it sounds corny, but I love writing all of them. I mean, I love writing the Joker. I mean, he's huge fun. Because he's like the devil, you know, in some ways, where he looks at you and he kind of sees the thing that you're most afraid is true about yourself, and then he sort of comes at you and says, of course that's true, let me show you why that's true. You know, and he's like the kind of devil's tongue in your ear, so I really get into writing him. I love writing him. He's one of my favorites. And out there, I guess, like in terms of the most out there character, I don't know, I mean, I like writing Killer Croc. I mean, all of them are really fun. They're all bizarre extensions of Bruce in the way that you see how they're all, his fears manifest, and so they become very potent very quickly, even if they seem silly, like the Mad Hatter or whatever. Like Penguin, all the characters, like Penguin feels like a commentary on Bruce being a rich boy in class, and the fact that he'll never be a real crime fighter or a real man of the people or people's hero or folk hero because he's from that high-born, you know, background. Or Joker is, you know, deep down you're crazy, or Two-Face is the duality of your life is unsustainable. And so even the silliest ones in some way feel like they have this energy to them because they're these twisted reflections of Bruce's worst fears. And in that way, they take on a kind of immediate fun and life and vibrant quality. Even like Crazy Quilt, who actually I have like a Crazy Quilt scene playing out. And you're like, I know why he's an extension of Bruce's thing. It's fun.
Yeah, I have a more, for me, it comes down to like what's easy to draw. So what's easy to draw depends on what's hard to draw, and what's hard to draw is the same thing over and over again, right? So the great thing about Batman and Robin is that Batman has a certain vocabulary of gestures and the way he stands, the way he shadow, and Robin is this, you know, ball of energy, and he has a very different kind of. So it just adds variety to it, and then the Joker on top of it has a completely different flavor from those two. And then you have characters like Clayface, where there's no structure whatsoever, so that's super fast to draw, hence fun. And then characters like Two-Face, because one of the hardest things for me to draw actually is very symmetrical faces. So I rarely draw characters like straight on, because one eye will be a little higher than the other, and it's maddening. I have to like invert the page or turn upside down to really kind of adjust it and draw it over and over again. The thing with Two-Face, you just have to get one eye right, the other one could be really messed up, and it still looks great. So Two-Face is awesome. So.
I should say that all the books and more that we've talked about tonight are available at itunes.com/Batman. And thank you two. This has been a dream for me.